You know, I thought this was going to be a good weekend. I really did. Um, Thursday, Thanksgiving, went home, had good time with family. Thursday night, got everything I needed. Black Friday, the actual day Friday, um, had more time with family. Everything was going great. Saturday, wake up, watch Big Noon kick. Watch Ohio State wipe the floor with Michigan yet again. And I will talk more about that later. But of course, it always has to get ruined. It always has to get ruined. And John Dorsey, I know you won't see this. I'm not stupid. But how long as Browns fans do we have to sit here and watch the same crap week after week after week? It's the same thing over and over and over. Nothing has changed. It's the same thing. Stupid play calling, stupid decisions. Nobody's ready to play, and nobody has the heart to play. Nobody wants to be on that field. Nobody wants to be on that field. The only person who halfway looks like they want to be on that field is Baker because he's trying. This week after week, it's the same thing. I don't know how hard it is. Why is Freddie Kitchens still the head coach? I don't care that the season's almost over. Get him out. Get him out. I am so tired. I can't do it anymore. I won't watch the games. I'm so sick and tired of this crap. It is not hard decisions. It's stuff that my little cousin, who's 5 years old, can tell you what to do. Freddie somehow thinks it's smart to do it his way. John Dorsey, you made this mistake. You made this mistake. You had almost everything put together except a halfway decent O-line and head coach. How long? How long? How long do we have to suffer? I just want to know. How long? Because I want the season to be over now. I don't care. Let's forfeit the rest of these games. I'm done. I can't watch it anymore. This is You have one of the best rosters in football, not just the NFL. You can look, well, let's be honest, NFL is whatever. You get what I'm saying. You have one of the best rosters in football, and if you disagree with that, you're just biased against the Browns because you can't look at this roster. If it didn't have the name Browns on it, you can't look at this roster and not say that's a good roster to work with. You can't say that. Or you can't deny it. That's what I'm trying to say. Literally, there are so many people who would love the chance to coach that team with those guys. And you hired this loser, Freddie Kitchens, no coaching experience, just because he was quarterback at Alabama and coached 50,000 tight ends on other teams. Running backs, tight ends, I don't care. He had one good year. And you know why? Because he used Todd Haley's playbook. He used Todd Haley's plays and caught him better. That's all he did. He doesn't know. He doesn't even remotely know how to be a head coach. I don't care who he sat under. You can sit under Einstein for years. If you don't pay attention and you don't learn, you won't know anything. That's what this fat-faced loser has done. He doesn't know a single thing about how to coach a football team. The only reason why we have the wins that we have is because of the freaking talent that is on the team. It's not hard. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, this is how far talent's got you. No, the talent could get you there, but your coach is setting a roadblock that they can't break through. You got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You're going against one of the best pass rushes in the NFL yesterday. What do? You decide to pass. Kareem Hunt's going 5 yards a carry. Nick Chubb, same thing. Maybe not every carry, but the bottom line is they are fighting. and they are pushing, and they are getting those yards. You got TJ Watt coming off the end. You got Bud Dupree coming off the end, and they are murdering Baker. Baker had to literally run around in the pocket because your left tackles suck. And I don't care what people say, well, Greg Robinson's terrible. He's worse than McCray. This is retarded. I don't know how long do you have to sit here and watch this week after week and have these fans crying and pissed off after every game? How can you stand there, sit there on your freaking couch in your manager's office and look at that on the TV screen and say, yep, it's running fine? It's the same issues with this Browns organization. It's at the front office. I don't care where we are in the season. Get rid of him. He can't do the job. You're just setting a culture of terribleness to continue. That's all you're doing. That is all you're doing. Everybody says OBJ is a diva. He's a cancer. No, he's not. The cancer is the head coach. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not a good football team. I got breaking news for you. If you're a Steelers fan, congratulations, you won. I don't even know if this mic still works, but I got news for you. You're not a good football team. You're just not. You played good. Your best player was Freddie Kitchens. We were dominating that first quarter. Freddie decides to, instead of run the clock down more, go into halftime with a 10-3 lead. He decides to give you the ball back, knowing that you were going to drive downfield and score. This idiot! If we had somebody who was somewhat capable of doing the job, we would be, 7-3? I don't even know what week it is. But we wouldn't have this many losses. It wouldn't be this bad. I think, what are we, 5-7? Everybody says, don't believe in the hype. Don't believe in the hype. You're still the same old Browns. It's not that there wasn't that ability there, people. That's the biggest misunderstanding. Everybody's saying, well, it's the same Browns. You got the youngest team in NFL. You combine that with a rookie head coach who's got no experience. You got a quarterback who's very, not ego-centered, but he's that way. You know what I'm saying? He's built to be that type of leader. That's just how his leadership role is. So you got to have somebody who can pull the reins back on that every once in a while. Because, yes, he will get in his way a couple of times. He will say some stupid stuff. You got Odell Beckham Jr., a guy who's known to be, doing some extra stuff on the sideline, in the end zone, whatever. You got to have somebody to have control of these guys. You can't just have them roaming free. The inmates run the asylum in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's because the idiot you got running the team. And John Dorsey, you are at fault. And Freddie Kitchens isn't completely at fault. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's your fault that you decided to get that guy because he looked halfway decent with your quarterback. Your quarterback who broke the rookie passing touchdown record held by Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. Maybe you should think, you know what? Maybe Baker's just good. And it's not the fact that, your play caller's doing everything for him. Freddie was just using Todd Haley's plays because Todd Haley at least tried to work with Baker. Freddie just said, okay, well, halfway through, we're not going to change the play. Let's just use your play. That's what he did. He just used Todd Haley's playbook and ran it better. That's all he did. And that somehow you get elevated from running backs coach to offensive coordinator for half a season. And somehow that is so impressive that you become head coach. What NFL team does this? Name one. There is none. That's why. It's ridiculous. And if we don't hire somebody who knows what they're doing, and by the way, I'm just pointing this out there. Lincoln Riley, if it happens, it won't, but Lincoln Riley has head coaching experience. Mike McCarthy has head coaching experience. I don't care I do care who you hire as head coach, but they need to be a former head coach. That's kind of how it works. And you got Josh McDaniels, couple other offensive coordinators. This team needs a leader, and there's only so much you can do as the quarterback. You can't coach this team as a quarterback. You got to do your job. Freddie Kitchens every week or every day. Do your job, do your job, do your job, do your job, do your job. How about you look in the mirror and say it to yourself? Every week. It's the same thing over and over and over. He's doing his best every game to hand it to the other team. If we go out at halftime and it's 10-3 Browns and the Steelers come out and let's say, hey, if you could hold them or at least hold them to a field goal, that's just more momentum. I mean, come on. If you watched that first half and thought it was they played good. The Steelers did play good. I'm not saying they didn't. But the bottom line is, this is the second time you lost to a rookie I don't know if Brandon Allen was undrafted. But a rookie quarterback who's not supposed to be good. Let's just say that. It's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. And I am so sick and tired of it. I don't care. I don't care the excuses. I got people trying to tell me on Instagram, people running these Browns pages, that Freddie Kitchens is doing a good job and we should give him more time. More time. You have one of the best rosters in the NFL, and you're going to let this loser idiot ruin it. No, thank you. We've suffered long enough. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And if he does get another year, I might drive to Cleveland myself, break in John Dorsey's office, and scream at him till he fires him. Because I can't take this anymore. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch the next couple games because we're going to get beat by Arizona mostly. The Bengals finally look like an NFL team. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, without Myles Garrett. What should have been a great weekend thrown in the trash because of that idiot. And everybody's saying, well, whatever. It's done. The season's over. Don't even mention playoffs. It ain't happening. Steelers are not a good football team. They're going to get blown. If they get to the playoffs, they will be blown out by 3 or more touchdowns. That's just the bottom line. They're not a good football team. Get a halfway decent head coach and a halfway decent roster, you'll get beaten. The Steelers are not that great. Their defense is overrated. Their defense is good, but they are overrated. And the only people who watch the Steelers and think they're the best thing ever is Steelers fans. But rivalry's changing. John Dorsey, if you do the right thing, get a halfway decent head coach next year, Steelers won't win another game against the Browns for a couple years. Breaking news, Steelers fans. Get ready. Freddie Kitchens has got to go. I can't take it no more. I can't. I broke a chair. I was sitting here watching the game because my mom wouldn't stop talking. So I had to watch it in my room. I couldn't take it. So here I am in the chair. Freddie Kitchens decides to do I forget when exactly it was. But anyway, there goes one side of the chair snapped. Next thing I know, there goes the other side of the chair. That chair is snapped in half. You're welcome, Freddie. Well, I shouldn't say you're welcome. Thank you, Freddie. You ruined a chair. And it's the first time in your life that it wasn't ruined by you sitting on it. So, John Dorsey, do what's right. You know you have to. You know you have to. Get it done. Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. Get Monken's dumb self out of here and get Freddie out of here. Steve Wilkes is fine. You know, whatever. End my suffering, please. Please. Just that's all I ask. You have everything here to end the suffering. Just do it, please. Yep. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. See you in the next video.